Good afternoon. This is Jeremy Williams with Sewerline Check Professionals. We're here at 487 West Terrace Street in Altadena, performing a video examination of the main sewer line. We'll be entering into the line today through a main sewer line cleanout located on the right side of the structure, just below the tankless water heater, kind of here and then around the corner. That's the street out that way, and likely the direction the sewer line is running. As we drop down into this access, we run away from the structure. So we're basically running towards the right, and I assume we'll be making a quick right-hand turn up ahead. Here's our right-hand turn. This should be a pretty straight shot from here out. The first 8 feet of piping has been a newer plastic. That's the new stuff. Right here we're transitioning into vitrified clay, which is likely the original material. Certainly looks it. Clay piping is considered a good material primarily for the fact that it does not rust or corrode over time. As it is not naturally decaying, it has a potential for a nearly unlimited lifespan. The two main causes for issue within clay piping is its lack of flexibility makes it one of the more susceptible pipes to seismic damage, though I wouldn't categorize it as being overly fragile. The other, typically more common issue is clay is one of only a couple of materials that can actually allow for roots to intrude into the joints of the piping. Roots, while common and typical, do require that a maintenance routine be adopted to cut those roots out of the line. It's something that should typically take place on about a yearly basis. Good news so far is we really haven't seen any root intrusions to speak of. Right here you can see how the pipe isn't completely aligned. This is within the normal operating procedures, meaning it could have been installed that way. Still see all the mortar. The top right, that's the mortar, the compound used to seal these sections of pipes, the joint. Now, here is obviously our first encounter with root intrusion, so they're certainly there. Get over them. We're having to fight right through the thick of them there. Trying to kind of knock them out of the way there. Camera pass. These roots are obviously quite substantial, as you can see here. I'm going to come back and look at that area more closely in a moment. I don't want to... Sometimes it's just luck that gets us past those things. There's more roots here. 3. Go ahead and push forward to the city sewer at this point. No question, the line is in need of a really good, thorough cleaning at this point. Roots, when not properly maintained, can cause obviously blockages. It's the most common cause for blockages in sewer lines. But it can also potentially damage the pipe, and obviously damage is what we are primarily wanting to avoid. I'm in the city sewer now, so this is where your responsibility ends. Just trying to clean this camera lens off. We have to go through to get here, so it might be difficult. Pause recording for a moment. So I have a bunch of water running now. gotten in here. So that's our city sewer connection there. See all the roots in the top of the pipe kind of draping down into the line. And these are some of the more concerning roots. You can just see the thickness of the root there on the right, top right corner of the screen. It's almost like a branch now, not a root anymore. The good news is the pipe definitely hasn't collapsed, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten past it. However, there are some areas that we're just not going to be able to see well enough because the roots are actually blocking view. So this latter portion of the line so far appears to be doing okay. I think a lot of the roots we're seeing down there from that big feeder root we're seeing, which is coming in back here somewhere. I think right up in this area. After the line has been thoroughly cleaned, a follow-up examination is going to be necessary in order to assess properly the condition of the pipe in that root-treated area we just saw, as well as this area here. Which again, as you can see, all you see on the left and right are roots. Can't see the pipe, though I can see clearly that they're coming in at this joint. Well, it certainly looks that way, so that's a good sign. If the severity of the root intrusions would warrant a method of sewer line cleaning called hydrojetting, which is a high-powered wash capable of removing roots and debris from sewer lines more effectively than any other readily available method of sewer line cleaning. After that hydrojetting is when you would perform the follow-up examination. And if at that time, during that examination, it were found that the roots were in fact coming in through just these joints, there's no cracks or holes in the pipe, and that they have not damaged the pipe or the joints in any way, then a maintenance routine would be recommended that, if followed, should never allow the roots to get back to the point which they are right now currently at in these areas. However, if damage were found, maintenance recommendations would be made. We'd locate where it is, and we'd try to give you some understanding as to the potential costs for any repairs. And that is going to conclude the video portion of this examination. Again, this is Jeremy Williams with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a great day.